What's up, boys and girls? This is Bruno here with Team UTY, and today I'm bringing Super Heavy Samurai back into this channel because it's just super insane. And today I'm going to be doing a couple of combos for you guys and as well a deck profile at the end of the video. But guys, just really fast, I'm going to show you guys how to make a one card skip turn with wagon because a lot of people do not know how to make that, and that's why it's so important. But you guys can see here I have 4 order cards in my hand, but we're only going to need a wagon. We're not going to discard any discards at all. But let's go ahead and normal summon a wagon and activate wagon's effect, change the defense, and then change the attack again to search for Soul Gaia Booster. Now we can activate Soul Gaia Booster effect to equip, and now effect special. Now we can go ahead, overlay those two for Gear Gaiden, and then effect to detach, and search for Bike. Now we can activate Bike effect already to search for Wakaushi, activate Wakaushi will special, and then place Big Banky. Big Banky effect now will search for us Soul Peacemaker. Now we can activate Soul Peacemaker, equipping to Wakaushi, and activate its effect, sending both to special summon from the deck. So here we're going to be special summoning Soul Piercer because this is the best searcher, and most people will try to do scales at this point or something else, but the best one to summon out of Peacemaker, it's actually Soul Piercer. I'm going to leave Wakaushi here so it's easier to access the extra deck. Now we're going to go ahead and link 2 with Gear and Soul Piercer to special summon from extra deck Ancient Gear Ballista. Now we can activate Chain 1 Ballista, Chain 2 Soul Piercer. We're going to be able to search for skills, and Gear Ballista is going to be able to search for Gearbox, and then Gearbox effect is going to be able to search for General Koro because it meets the requirements, right? Now we can go ahead, activate, place your skill, and we can panel and summon 3 monsters right now. We're going to summon Wakaushi from the extra deck, Gearbox, and skills. And now skills effect will activate, allowing us to revive Soul Piercer from the graveyard, which is insane. Now, what we're going to do here, it's pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and Synchro 8 using Soul Piercer and Wakaushi. So that goes back to the extra deck. And we're going to summon Excel. So Excel effect will activate, and as well Soul Piercer will activate. So let's do Chain 1, Chain 2. Now we're going to be kind of insane. We're actually going to be able to search for another Soul Piercer. Gaia Booster, and it's going to be pretty easy to understand why. And then we can activate the effect of Excel to revive Motorcycle. Now what we can do is we can activate Motorcycle effect to make himself level 4. And now we can go ahead and Synchro 8 using those two to go into Tilting Entrainment. We gotta summon here, we gotta leave the middle zone free, guys, because Tilting Entrainment is gonna be able to use now the middle zone to revive Wakaushi from your extra deck to the field. And now we can activate Gaia Booster effect once again, guys, okay? So a lot of people do not know this, but the effect to equip from your hand to the field to make a monster tuner, it's now once per turn. There's no limit on that. But the effect to special summon itself from the spell and trap zone to the field, it's once per turn. So you can activate this, equip 2 skills, and now we have 2 tuners in the field and 2 level 8s, which means we can go into Synchro 12 to go into Brave, and then Synchro 12 to go into or Crimson Dragon. And with this right now, our skip turn is set. The only downside is we don't have any sort of protections, like we don't have Baron, we don't have Regulus, because it's more focused into skipping our opponent's turn. And also, guys, if this goes through, you still have 4 order cards in hand. That was just a 1-card combo. And then next turn, you're gonna pass turn. As soon as it goes into draw phase, you can activate Crimson effect to put itself back and special summon King Calamity. And now we can go ahead and just skip their turn. And you're gonna have a next turn, that's guaranteed. And then, and I forgot about this, but you're gonna have Wakaushi in your extra deck, and then you're also gonna have your skill set. So even if you don't draw anything good, you can just go ahead, skills back, summon Wakaushi, search, and then you can attack twice with this one because of this guy. So attack twice, and then attack for 4,000, attack. And you can do so much with this. Even if you don't want to do much, you can just go ahead, panel summon this back, activate effect to search, and now you can go ahead, search for your, where is it? Here we go, your second Soul Piercer, and then you can just go ahead, Synchro 8 to go into Borreload Savage Dragon. Let me show you guys this. Go into Borreload Savage, and then Borreload Savage, and that effect will activate. Actually, I forgot. Yeah, that's in the field. My bad. But let's do this. If they have a monster in the field, they can go into Crimson Blader, actually, which is much better. Attack their monster in defense and attack for game. So here we go. Well, guys, in this deck profile, you guys gonna see a lot of spice. I'm gonna tell you this because this is a spice deck profile. Okay, so start off, obviously gonna be playing three motorcycles because it searches everything we need. As well, we're gonna be playing three Wakashi because it's the best starter for us, and as well, like I said, we can now play three wagon because this is also a one card skip turn combo, especially because this deck can play so many hand traps and there's also a lot of weak spots, yeah, for sure. But with the deck being super strong, like going first and going second, being able to do like a lot of crazy plays, it's just a really good solid deck. And this being a level 4 non-tuner is actually pretty good for the engine we're going to be running. You guys are going to see soon. That's what we're going to be seeing here. 3 Soul Peacemaker. Soul Peacemaker I like so much because if you have any other name in your hand or even itself, you can turn this into a wagon. You can turn this into any super heavy samurai monster you want. So it's just like a reason to play it, you know? And then the couple two offs are going to be playing two scales because this for follow up is like one of the most essential cards to revive from graveyard, and you can add, start searching, and do a lot of stuff with this. And then we're also going to be playing two soul piercers because it's kind of like the best searcher, but sometimes it's a little too bricky if you only see it in your hand. While the other cards they like special summon from the deck. This one searches, but you do need to send like to the graveyard somehow. And if that's the only card, like if you see like two of this in your hand, and you can't send those to the graveyard. It's just super painful, to be honest. And then a couple more two offs, two Soul Gaia booster because, like I said, the effect to make another like super heavy samurai monster you control a tuner, it's super important and crucial for the wagon combo. And then we also have here two super heavy, two Big Banky. Big Banky, it's like a searcher for free in the deck. And even if you hard drew this card, it's really good. But the problem is if you only play one of this and you hard drew this, Wakashi now is kind of dead. So you gotta play two of this because even if you hard draw, like I said, you can search you like your combo pieces, your starters, any super heavy soul monster like from your deck. And then we also play a couple one-offs, one spy, and we play one general Koro. So a lot of super heavy samurai names in the deck for sure. That's like a lot, like compared to like most builds. And then we also play here three Revolution Synchron. Revolution is just insane, especially with Soul Piercer. Goes wild, goes super wild this card. And especially with Wagon as well. Even with Wagon, this card goes super wild. And you guys are gonna see why in a second in the next video. In the next combo video. I mean, it's still in the same video, but anyway. And then a couple of bricks we're gonna be playing actually is gonna be Regulus, which I really don't think it's a brick. People insist in saying this is a brick. I think this is a brick more than Regulus, to be honest. But Regulus like it's super good if you have a machine in the graveyard. Gearbox, yeah, you don't want to like draw into this like and not use the effect, you know. But anyway, and then let's go into hand traps. We play quite a few. Here we go. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Drone Lockbird because it's one of the best cards in the format right now. We also need good board breakers, and because we can't play spells and traps like Dark Road No More, Triple Tactics Talent, or um, Lightning Storm and stuff like that, we gotta play like what's the best for us right now. And I mean, Kurikara is just like really good to push for games as well. When you see this card in hand going second, you kind of get like a relief because this card does not activate effect to use it. So even if they activate something like, let's say they try to uh, King Calamity you, you can still use this guy's effect because it doesn't activate. So it's just really good. And then two offs, we play two Nibiru, we play two Ghost Mourner, and we also play one Bell. Funny enough, if we want to make the deck just 40, here you go. You can just cut Ghost Bell or one of the hand traps. But I like the deck how it is right now. So I think it's like 41 right now, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel pretty solid about it. Extra deck, let's go a little faster on this. We play one Odd Eyes, Meteor Burst Dragon because it's insane. We also play one Crimson Dragon. This card, after you do the skip turn, like as soon as they see this card coming, it's just like a GG. Like the max they can do, like they put a monster in defense and they will pass turn. What you can do, you can just go ahead, make level 8 next turn, attack it, their monster, and then they can special some level 5 or higher. And if you play against Branded, that's like insane. Tuti Entrainment, because it's insane. Excel, insane. Board load really comes in clutch late game as well because making level 8s are pretty simple using your pendulum skills and stuff. So it comes in clutch. Burn the floor as well comes super in clutch when you need it. A level 10 on negate pop, it's just really good. Crimson Dragon, really good as well to go into your King Calamity lock. And as well, guys, if you guys don't know, but Brave is just insane. Like, if you don't have any cards in hand, your opponent activates Spawn Trap, you can draw up to like 3 more cards, you know? So, I mean, you can draw into have 3 cards in hand, which is pretty nice. It can be a Pot of Greed, it can be just a Upstart Goblin, or it can be like a both together. And then Xyz, we play one Gear Guiding Axe, we play one Baguska because sometimes we do need it. Kind of annoying, I know, but yeah. And then we play one Zeus actually. It comes in clutch Zeus with Baguska or Gear Guiding Axe. They sometimes don't seem coming, especially because when you summon this attack, this cannot be targeted, and then here we go, you can just slap down on top after battle phase. And then uh, links, we play one Ancient Gear Ballista, and we also play one Genius Clofort. And then for the last link and 15 cards, we have Appaloosa, which it's really good. It's just like, monster negate crazy. Okay, but the real like spicy for the deck is actually the side deck in my opinion. Okay, side deck guys gonna see some wild stuff. Okay, check this out. We play one Jinzo and one Spell Canceller. So there is a lot of combos that you can bring them into the field. So if you're playing against a trap deck, Jinzo is just like okay, GG. If you play against like a heavy spell deck like Sky Striker or like even Kashtira, like Spell Canceller can be really really good. And then we also play Skulldrad, Saryuya Skulldrad, because this would allows us to summon this, so you can side deck one of your like synchro monsters to go into Saryuya. It's pretty clutch. As well, I played this on a side because when you're going into time, because your combos sometimes are pretty long, and if you get the first game, you lost the second, you go into the third game, and you know you're going into time, you just have like 2 minutes to play. You can just quick make a synchro 8, kill one of your own like skills, and then you can burn your opponent for 500, and then you can win on time. That's like it comes up sometimes, not gonna lie. Like it already came up to me, and I don't regretted having this on the side deck because it comes up. And then we also play 3 Archfiend Eccentric. This card is it's just really good. I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes when they have like skill drain or some annoying floodgate like goes in match, this is like a spell and trap removal that you need. You can just go ahead, activate this, and then while it's on the scale, you can pop a spell, or you can just like summon this and pop a monster. Their effect, this guy's effect here is actually not once per turn, and I mean like each effect, right? The the pop spell is not once per turn, pop monster is not once per turn. So which means like if you can activate this pop, and then if you send this to the extra deck face up, and you're able to pendulum summon this in the same turn, you can actually use the other effect to pop a monster they control. So comes in clutch, comes in clutch. Another searchable card is Jizukuru, the kaiju. So if they don't see this coming, like it's on them, but this is like searchable through Genius Coolfort. So yeah, and then the extra Nibiru, because when you go against like those Link decks, like Cybers decks and stuff, this is just really good to have extra. And then I don't really like to play this, but I play it because it's degenerate. 3 anti spell and 3 royal decree, and the reason why is because we can't play spells and traps, but I mean, if you already have the skill set, this is fine. And then this right here, pretty much, if you're playing against trap deck, which I hate playing against trap decks, it's just really good. Like same thing, like that's why I play Jinzo and Spell Canceller. It just helps us like a lot because this deck is like monster based, and that just helps a lot. So yeah, let's go into one more combo with one card combo Wakashi, and I'll end the video. Okay, for our last combo, we're gonna go ahead and go over the one card motorcycle combo to skip turn. And this one you actually end up on having like a couple of negates on the board to protect your combo, which is kind of cool. So motorcycle effect, search Wakashi, Wakashi effect special, and place Big Banky on the board, Big Banky effect to search, normal summon, Synchro 8. I'll just leave this down here so we can I'll just leave it at here we go. So tilting entrainment, chain 1, chain 2. This is a better block. And then Soul Piercer will search for Soul Peacemaker, activate to equip to Wakaushi, and then effect send to the graveyard to special summon skills, and then skills effect will revive Soul Piercer from the graveyard. I can go ahead and link those two off for your Ballista, chain 1 Ballista, chain 2 Soul Piercer. So I'm going to go ahead and search for Wagon, and search for Gearbox effect. Going to be able to search for General Koro, activate General Koro, and I'm going to link those two off for Genius Cool Fort. And now we can go ahead and Pendulum Summon. So 1, 2, 3. And then chain 1, chain 2 will change to defense, so we chain block that. So you can search regulars more free, and then activate effect, change to attack. Oops, forgot to add a card to the combo. My bad, guys. Here we go. So Piercer to the hand. This is the next one. And now we can go ahead and activate King Regulus effect to special summon itself, and then we're going to equip Soul Piercer to itself. Now we can go ahead and activate Guy effect, equipping to Wagon or Wakaushi, and then effect special summon itself. Now I can go ahead and use those two to go ahead into Gear Guiding Axe, effect to detach, and search for Revolution Synchron. Now I can go ahead activate, doesn't activate, but use Revolution Synchron effect, send to the graveyard and Wagon to special summon Odd Ice Meteor Burst Dragon, and then you're going to be able to activate its effect. And let me tell you this, guys, okay, if you guys have like more cards in your hand, you don't need to go through this way. You can actually just go ahead, special summon General Koro and activate Koro effect, send those two, so you draw like 2 more cards in addition to your combo. That's a possibility. But normally in this combo, like a 1-card combo, I'll just go ahead, use Big Banky to special summon it back. And now you're asking like, oh, why are you using Big Banky? Because now, like, you don't have a pendulum scale anymore. But guys, Big Banky, when is used as synchro material, it comes back to the pendulum scale. So that really doesn't really matter, you know. And now you can go ahead, synchro 12 those two to go ahead into your here we go. Oops. Crimson Dragon. And then effect of Big Banky. We'll go back to the pendulum scale. And now we can go ahead and activate Revolution effect to dump the top card of the deck to the graveyard to special summon itself back as level 1. And now we can go, oops, Synchro 8 to go into Excel, and then Excel effect will allow us to revive Bike deep down from our graveyard. And now we can use Bike effect to make itself a level 4, which is like probably the best play right now. And what you can do actually here, there's like 2 combos I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? If you're making level 4, you can use Regulus or you can use Excel to make another 12. The thing is, if your opponent is playing a lot of like monster negates, I would recommend using Regulus because then you can make an Appaloosa using Soul Piercer. So check this out, okay? So this is level 4 now. You can go ahead and use Regulus as level 8 and go into Synchro 12 to go into Brave, and now we can use effect from Soul Piercer that was just sent to the graveyard that allows us to search. I also forgot to add him. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah. So here we go. Spy, and now we have Spy in your hand. We can actually just special summon Spy and use those 3 monsters to go into Appaloosa with 3 materials. Or if you think your opponent's going to have like something like a Book of Moon to disrupt you, which Appaloosa cannot negate, what you can do instead is this. So you can just go ahead, this goes back to the deck, and make him level 4, and use those 2 guys to go into Brave, and now you at least you have your Regulus negate, like Omnigate on the board, which is like a little bit more solid than Appaloosa, to be honest. Because if they use like Book of Moon or one of the Lance cards or something like that, Regulus will deal with that a little bit better, you know? And then next turn, as soon as you pass the turn, you can just go ahead, Crimson effect under draw phase, send that to the graveyard, and then you can special summon King Calamity. And now King Calamity effect, they can respond to it. So, yep, and then if they try to do something like Sneech, I don't know, you can just go ahead and Regulus effect, send it off to the graveyard, and then that effect will go through, and then you can just go ahead and search your second copy of skills, because it's going to have a lot of impact next turn, because now you have Soul Piercer in the graveyard, and you have like a graveyard full of like super heavy samurai monsters. So this way, you have like the extra deck Pendulum monster, Okashi on extra deck. You have your skill set. You have like all your field that you need to do stuff. You can go into Burn the Floor pretty easily with skills and reviving this. There's just like so much stuff you can do, you know? So, but that's it, guys, for the combos. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, please. Subscribe. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, so pretty soon I'm gonna come up with a giveaway for you guys because I appreciate all you guys do for the channel. And thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.